Trine and
ONU.
ONU. And I talked to both captains during this, but I also took a list down of what we saw throughout their tournament here throughout both games. For Trine, um, the captain said he believes that they have an advantage over their fragging ability over ONU, and also what I have down for them is that they play very passive for both attack and defend, but at the same time, I believe that can also be used against them because they like to spread out and only cover certain areas throughout each map. And for ONU, the captain said he believed, and of course, like we always say, in their aggression. For the aggression, I believe this can also be used against them facing a passing team like Trend, but we done seen overpower offense beat defense in these last few games. But I believe it's gonna come down to who can overtake who on a defensive matter.
I completely agree. Yes, throughout the season, playing against Trine, playing against ONU, noticed a complete different play style from both teams. ONU, very aggressive, very fast. They like to get in the building, find the weakness, take sight. Trine, they work through, take their time, spread out, make sure they roam clear, and then that execute comes in the last 30 seconds almost every time. So it's going to be interesting to see both sides of the spectrum here as they go against each other. Starting off on coastline, ONU attacking first, trying on defense.
So for the starter map of Coastline, I think Coastline's like been the starter map for like pretty much every match this season. You
Yeah,
know,
the teams here really like coastline.
Coastline like that has been already said before. It's more of a attacker's map than defense. It's there's too many gaps, too many windows, doors, too many breakable walls. But during this, I think ONU have the most advantage because I believe they're attacking first.
Yes, a very frag heavy map, and with ONU being very aggressive, does seem like they will have the advantage here. Bans are through, pretty normal bans, getting the Mira, getting the Valk out, especially on coastline, it's very good. Jackal on coastline also very good, and with the Flores, a usual ban from ONU at this point.
So who do you believe is going to be the wild card for both teams?
Uh, I don't know about Trine. That was your guys' opponent yesterday. Our
Yeah.
opponent yesterday was ONU. Sunflower was going insane yesterday against us, just shutting down the roam, shutting down the entries. Very well-rounded player, very phenomenal player. It's going to be interesting to see him work today.
For what I have seen, I believe Squirrely is one of the passive ones, like the most passive one, because I believe he's the one that drones the most. Um,
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Deploying ADS! You can stop worrying about grenades now!
it looks like the usual lineup for both teams.
Yes, a very entry-based strategy for the attackers here. You got your self-destruction, your flank watch, your entries, and the Hibana if you need it. For the defense, lots of nade denial, plus a warden, plus the smoke, which is seen a lot on pretty much every map. It's looking like a very utility-heavy round for both teams. The defenders relying on their utility to protect them. The attackers relying on their utility to get them into the building. So
Have you used Gridlock before?
yes.
For Gridlock, don't you think like that's not towards more aggression? She's like one of the slowest characters. Like, isn't she more of like a placeholder to hold like a area or a section of the map?
In my opinion, I think the two best flank watch operators are Gridlock and Nomad. I think flank watch is a very important role. Having at least one of them every round is very good. Normally you would see the Nomad, but Toxicity here bringing out the Gridlock is interesting. Like to see how he plays today.
I think I, not the player, the character we go see the most throughout this game use would be Jagger.
Jaeger, yes, of course. Jaeger and Wamai, very strong characters for holding sight, stopping that util. Lots of shield operators like the Warden and the Smoke already first round. Aruni as well for stopping the utility. Just seeing them take vertical here over top of Kitchen.
And Warner is gone.
Onyx picking off the Warden here, very strong pick, and W picking up the Wamai, making it a 3v5. Buck and Gridlock looking a little low on the health, but they have that Finka boost to back them up. Taking the vertical over sight with Buck here, and I believe the Gridlock as well, holding the window and the flank, as we were talking about.
Like, we know this series is going to be close, but in your mind, how close do you think it's going to be?
I think every map is going to be a fist fight to the very end. Both these teams are very good, very well-rounded. Was talking to some of the Trine players. They were pretty confident in their abilities, but of course, ONU, very confident team as well.
I think it's going to be like a 3-2 series.
3-2. I'm here for it. I love the game. Love to see it be played. Anyways, getting down to the last 40 or so seconds here. Looking like it's going to be a split take. Half taking kitchen, half taking bathroom side. Going to entry off this Ionic clone here. The Buck does pick off the Jaeger, putting it in a 2v5.
The thing that I'm impressed with is it's their entry for each room. Like, it's either a drone or a clone for them.
Mm-hmm. The flanking Aruni coming from courtyard, getting a couple picks here. Might be able to take back sight. Got 10 seconds left. Sees the Finka, puts it in a 1v2. That's a triple kill for Aruni. She seems to be looking for those last two people. The bomb is down, planted kitchen.
I don't think it's time to look for the two people.
Puts it in a 1v1 for the 4K. Can he find the last one to get the diffuser off? There's 20 seconds left on the clock. And Sunflower with the
so
finishing
close.
pick. Good post-plant defense here for ONU.
Going back to Sunflower, you believe he was the best player for yesterday against your match?
I don't want to say the best. I don't throw that title around lightly, but Sunflower was a very good player. If I remember correctly, he did top frag both games against us yesterday. Really shut us down, and I mean, he proved it right there. He was able to hold it down with the rest of the team getting picked off by the flanking Aruni. Very close round for
It's like
Trine.
they're going the same lineup again. Are they also in the same hold? Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to run it back kitchen with the same exact lineup. Let's see if they switch up the hold here.
Oh, they are going to switch up the hold. These two teams don't run the same thing twice. That's the thing I like about both of them.
It doesn't look like it. Instead of the Warden playing upstairs there, it looks like having the smoke upstairs, or maybe he was just dropping the shield off for somebody to use. It does look like, I think he was just leaving the shield up there for one of the roamers to use. Last round they left the Warden upstairs to, help stop that early
Where's Warren at
map
currently?
progression. Warden is working his way upstairs. It does look like the same exact hold here for Trine. Really wanting that kitchen win. Looks like ONU will be taking a different approach to this, though, coming through office and blue bar, looking to be a more horizontal take than a vertical take. I think maybe they've noticed they are doing the vertical take, and realizing that there are less people on site will give them that advantage to just take it horizontal and, push in, get that map control, and maybe catch the roamers with their pants down.
It's like we got an early gunfight. The drone pinged.
They
Look,
are. I
Finka and
think
Buck
they did
is on
flush
some-
that Jaeger out of Sunrise. Yes, they did. So now they have the Sunrise control. They have the office control. Getting the security control with the Finka
It look like
refragging
Kiwi
off the
is
drone
droning right
here.
now, too. Humbutton must be on the roof if he's droning. Gridlock is outside of kitchen.
A bomb has been located.
Early gunfight with the Wamai, trying to figure out what's going on the horizontal take. It looks like he did recognize it. Tried to poke a little bit, got punished. Did get a little bit of damage off onto the Buck, but in the end he did end up taking more. Looks like
More than
Trine
he
is trying to, get the utility back downstairs, stop this horizontal push. They are at the kitchen doorway now. Gonna be going into courtyard to take some more map advantage, it looks like.
It looked like they both got a good angle. I don't think neither of them are going to try to force anything.
The Wamai getting the pick off on the Buck is huge. That's their vertical, but also with Finka getting that frag onto Warden, making it, or onto Amaya, I'm sorry, making it a 4v4 again with the refrag. But the Warden trading for the buck here when they really wanted to go for the vertical, it looks like, is a big play from Mumo. Looks like they're going to try to flush the rest of these roamers out. They spot the Warden in luggage.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Gridlock getting the pick onto Jaeger here, making it a 4v3 for ONU. Defenders very spread out here. One still holding the vertical here on the kitchen doorway. Going to get some poking damage. Going to have to switch to the pistol.
Ooh.
Making it, the Aruni goes down, sorry, making it a 4v2.
Does
The Finka
Fika
on 1 HP.
have an ability left?
It looks like she has one pump left,
Oh,
but
she's
she
gone.
just got picked here. The Warden now in a 1v3 situation with the bomb down. 34 seconds to go.
Scorley's currently upstairs down.
Yes. ONU taking round 2 against Trine here.
I think the aggressiveness is beating the passive right now.
As you predicted, the aggressive ONU just taking that map control right out the gate is really working well.
Do you think during defense they're going to bunker down or roam more?
ONU on defense, it really depends on the map. I've never played against them on Coastline. I've never seen them play Coastline before. Our team does try to stay away from Coastline as much as we can.
Yeah.
But seeing ONU's aggressive style, I think they will be bringing a couple roamers, maybe 2, maybe 3. They usually had 2 or 3 roamers against us, but as well, Trine usually does roam a
They
little
brought a
heavier as
Tachanka.
well. They are going to be switching the site to Penthouse, bringing the Tachanka.
Lord Junker.
The Tachanka looking like a bunker strategy more with 2 nade denial operators, the Frost, interesting pick here, and the Mute and the Tachanka.
I think the Mute's going to hold the club. No, not the Mute. The Frost's going to hold the club.
Making those footholds here, just going to make it an absolute pain to try to take that 90 hallway.
I think that's their best thing that they like to do. The foothold, like,
The lines of sight, yeah.
yeah, like you even saw it when they played us, like for Maverick, they just burnt a hole right at the bottom.
Yeah, the clubhouse take for them, where they open up the line at the bottom left, very strong. They got us with that multiple rounds in a row. Very hard to counter.
But for Sunflower, you saw when it was broadcasting, they said they wouldn't even try to do something like that first. So it's kind of interesting to see.
They are going to use 2 ace charges on this VIP wall. Going to try to flush that Wamai out.
Is it the random upstairs? Yep.
They have sight on this Wamai. He is pinned down hard with a Cali watching him.
It's quite aggressive to have Cali on the front.
It's very interesting seeing ONU play the Cali. He does get the injure on the Wamai. I do not think he knows he got the injure on the Wamai. So they are still kind of, afraid to push in, take that map control. But back to what I was saying about the Cali, yes. Cali, I don't really see a lot. I'm not in as high as ELO as these guys, obviously. But,
I think they used it against you too.
yeah, they did. They brought the Cali. Very good Cali player. Gets his job done, gets his util out, gets the picks that he needs to, and just the way he uses Cali's gun to just take map control, get those easy downs. Very phenomenal character to use if in the right hands. 2-2 here, losing the Finka. Not the worst operator to lose early, but also not the best. The late game be a little rough without the little health boost. Buck here going to take it into that bathroom, try to flush him out of Master, which looks like it did work. Master is clear. Then C4 from C4 from Theater, sorry, not picking up anyone. Door smoked off. Cali holding that cross once again. The Cali being a very powerful operator in the hands of Onyx. The Frost getting the pick. But the immediate refrag from Gridlock, making it a 3v3 once again. And that is another thing we have seen with these good teams, the refragging. Soon as somebody gets picked, there's somebody there waiting to get that frag back.
I don't think that Jaeger saw them take the bomb and switch over.
I do not think so.
I
ONU
hope he
taking
did.
round 3, making it 3-0. we will see a side switch here now. See if we can test our theory on the aggressive versus passive play here with Trine on attack now.
As being an aggressive team, I'm like for ONU for being an aggressive team. I think that Kiwi's the most passive out of all of them.
Yeah, Kiwi does seem to be a little bit of their support player, especially with him locking in the Maestro here. Very passive player, you know, sit back on cams, make sure rooms are clear so the entries can get in. Very vital role in a team. May not be the most fun role to play, but very vital role.
Oh no, I asked him. He loves it.
There's some people that just love to sit back and drone and help out the team. You know, we have on our team some dedicated droners. They do their job amazing. We have our flank watch player.
Who's the best supporter on your team?
We have one support, Boba Flex.
Boba Flex.
He's the hard breacher. He plays Ace and Thermite a lot. On defense, he'll play like a one-man mute, Cade. Very good. Drones out the rooms, checks those corners, makes sure there's no rats in there trying to get us with our pants down when we push in. So Kitchen being the favorite site for both teams.
I think it's kind of interesting. They have 3 roamers.
Yeah, the 3 roamers probably wanting to hold that vertical. As we were talking about, you can already see Trine bringing the buck, bringing the sledge, bringing the Nomad. That vertical, almost positive that they will be running a vertical take here. Very powerful for Kitchen. Get those anchors out of the corner, especially when they have a Maestro sitting in. He likes sitting in the corners on cams with the Maestro. Might be an easy pick from above if they can get in and get this map control here.
For Trine, one thing that I did notice, like going back through, like they take their time taking each room, but they don't even take the main rooms that they need.
Yeah, they have a direct line to sight. They do a lot of planning. It looks like in their downtime. Playing kind of passive on this VIP hold here with the Jaeger and the Mozzie. They're going to try to, you know, stop them from getting into VIP without getting killed themselves.
Do you think the passive is going to come back and bite them on the attack?
It could. The passive on defense, I think, will work very well for them, or for Trine, I think. Maybe not on Coastline, it being a frag-heavy map. The passive may not be working in the end, but, you know, over time, I think it is better to play more passive than more aggressive. You know, your life is always better than what if, you know, the 50-50 chance I get this pick here. It's always better to save your life. You know, get back to sight, hold an angle. Sledge getting the pick off onto a Rooney, making it a 5v4. Looks like they are going to be able to start taking that vertical. Nomad setting up the flank watch, getting on that drone.
I just see a lot of passive modes right now. I don't really see anything big happening. I just think it's going to be a slow, take one at a time for this map.
And like I said before, you know, Trine really, they like to make sure they know what they're going to do and they know how they're going to do it right before they push in. They like to wait till that 30-second, 15-second mark, throw those flashbangs, throw those grenades, take that map quick and fast, kind of sweep them off their feet when they're not thinking about it. And it looks like that is going to be what they're doing here. 5v4, they do have the advantage. 30 seconds left. They got to get down into that site.
I think the one thing, like from yesterday, I said for like ONU in general, like I believe like their best skill set is gunfight. Cause how Trine's approaching it, I don't think they're trying to get any one-on-ones or like into a gunfight at all. As we just seen, how it just quickly went down.
Gunfight here went from a 5v4 to a 2v2 here. Iona getting taken down, putting Trine in the 1v2, and they win the map 4-0.
Gunfight is not a good thing to do with ONU, as we've seen these past, this season, really. Like, that's why I think Trine tried to take, like, VIP, try to pit them off one by one from up top, try to limit their options. But at the end, I just think they moved too slow. Because at that point, ONU had a better chance of just covering themselves, covering each time something was shot out. They just easily just switched into a blind spot.
Yeah, especially with those vertical takes, you can get into some blind spots pretty easily, unless the whole floor is open and you have all 5 people up there watching. But you do end up at the end of the round having to get off that vertical into the site, getting the bomb down, and that's when the passive play does kind of fall apart a little bit. You can sit back and hold that angle all around, but it doesn't matter if you don't put the bomb down. So definitely showing there as they waited till the end, pushed in, gunfights, pick after pick, refrag after refrag, putting it in the 2v2 to the 1v2, and then inevitably ONU getting the final pick, winning in the map. Moving on to map 2, it's going to be Oregon. With ONU attacking first, trying on defense, going to see some more of that aggression from ONU here. See if it works off for them on Oregon.
I don't think let OU attack first is good at this point, because they just let them get their strong suit first off. For the third map, is ONU attacking?
Third map? Or you mean this map?
The next map.
The next map is Oregon. ONU is attacking first.
Like for the third one.
Oh, the third one is Chalet and it's Trine attacking.
Oh, so
Okay.
the next map's Trine attacking. Okay.
But just noticing from that game, ONU very, very powerful force. When they want to take that site, all 5 of them just kind of convene on the site at once, take that map control, take that site very quickly, very efficiently, getting their refrags when it's needed, and it just is working for them every time. Trying not being able to find a foothold here against that very strong ONU attack.
Do you think a game plan is going to switch right here for Trine?
It could. Switching it up. They picked their band pretty quick here. I think they know exactly how they're going to play Oregon. Coastline, I think, was ONU's pick. So, always playing off what maps you're good at, what maps they're good at. Trying here, I'm almost positive picked Oregon.
I think Coastline was more of a neutral because Trine like playing on Coastline. Because yesterday that was their first pick.
Okay. I don't play a lot of Coastline. We, as I said before, our team does try to stay away from a very frag-heavy map.
I try to stay away from it too, but when your team wants to do it, it's
pretty typical bands here for Oregon. Flores, Thatcher, Mira.
I'm surprised the Jackal didn't go yet.
The Valkyrie. I think for Oregon, I think it is better to ban that Flores. Holding elbow against a Flores is very difficult. Getting those drones in, holding shields in kids' bedroom, very difficult. Flores very powerful on Oregon here.
If you don't mind me asking, for Oregon, what do you think was the hardest site to take or defend?
For us, the hardest site to defend, probably those first floor sites, meeting, kitchen, dining. Not a lot of teams play there. Everybody loves kids. Everybody loves basement. Those maps that float in the middle. Every map has them. You got your good sites, your okay sites, and your really bad sites.
Yep.
I think for Oregon, it doesn't have really any bad sites. I just think that, basement and kids really outshine the other 2 sites. So finding a good composition and a good rhythm to get into for holding meeting is very difficult. Meeting, kitchen, dining. And attacking basement, very difficult. Not a lot of ways to get in, especially with the Cade on the board. Locking up those hatches with no Thatcher to get the electricals off. Possibly, maybe if they can get some sight or some map control, they could shoot the Cades off. Doesn't even look like they're going to be bringing a hard breacher for the hatches, though. Looks like they're bringing the ace for the wall. Going to be taking elbow.
Is that glass? Oh.
Yeah, I did just notice that as well. They are bringing a glass.
Interesting pick also. I thought they would have switched after finding it. And it don't look like they changed on trend side at all. Nothing wild.
So we got some typical early round things. Droning, setting up that flank watch, making sure those entries are good to go. Nomad putting down 2 air jabs already, one on garage, one on Z hallway. Looks like a possible laundry take. With the Yang getting down into laundry, ready to go, those Candelas going to be very powerful for them taking sight here. If they can get them off. They do have ADSs. They did put all 3 in elbow, however, so Those my discs are going to be very powerful for helping them hold laundry. If that is the execute, Trine will go for.
Like
Or
for the
ONU will go
basement, I think Ying's gonna be like the best support to use for this.
Absolutely, yes. Ying is a phenomenal operator for taking basement. We use Ying a lot. ONU uses Ying a lot. Trine uses Ying a lot.
When it's close
Especially on
quarters
these
like
maps.
this.
Yes, close quarters, not a lot of places to run and hide from those candelas that spread out cover sight. We do have Cade picking off the Finca here. Once again, very bad operator to be picked off early. Also, somebody doing some damage to the glass.
Do you know what glass is at this moment? I cannot find them.
I do not think so. It does look like Wamai will go for the flank here on Freezer. Glass does hear him pick him off. Holding that thermal scope from Freezer, very powerful. We see why they bring the glass now. They do see the shield on laundry. Looks like they did figure out somebody was behind there with the ping. Throwing those flashes into sight. Here come the flashes on the Candelas. Ying coming in, getting the pick onto Jaeger. The Aruni ratting behind the boxes, and Freezer might be able to pick off the Aruni. The Ying. There she goes, trying to get the glass. Does not get it. W very powerful with this glass, and Freezer holding it down. Putting it 2v3 for Trine here on site with the Cade and the Smoke left. Two very powerful operators for denying plant.
And there's only Cade
there
left.
goes the Smoke. Yeah, Cade being left. ONU taking round one.
Aggression prevails once more.
Very clean take from ONU. We were confused on the glass pick at first. They came out to figure out why. Holding Freezer with the smokes and the thermal scope. Very out of the box thinking for ONU here. Looks like they will be running back the same strategy other than the glass switching onto a Twitch. Probably to get those electro claws off. Get a couple of the ADSs off the wall, maybe to help that Ying. See if they are going basement again here for Trine. They will be extending the smoke into elbow just like last time.
Even when there's a K, I don't really see many people in competition run Twitch.
Twitch can be powerful if people don't know how to look for drones. At the high level collegiate competition, you got to be real sneaky with those drones. Got to get them in there, get the electro claw off the hatch, and get them out. Save that utility the best you can. But if it does work out she will be switching off Twitch onto an Iona, the Ying switching to a Jackal, and the Nomad switching to a Lion. Looks like they will be going for a very aggressive run here on this basement
we know
strat.
about this duo.
Yeah, maybe
the Lion Vika duo.
Maybe go for maybe trying to catch them off guard. Looks like they're still setting up sight. Jaeger just now getting the last of his utility down.
I think this is gonna be the first time we ever seen Jackal in this tournament.
I think so. Yes. Taking that third floor control. They are going to catch someone, maybe still in Big Tower if they can get to that side of the map fast enough.
Like aces,
they are running in. Yeah, constant drones, constant clones, running around with this Finca with the LMG up, ready to go, get those early picks.
I think they're planning to take Tower.
The Aruni here holding Tower and meeting. I think she did notice that it is a very quick take. They do have out of control the Lion outside Big Tower door.
Do you think she saw it? Yep, it looked like she did see the foothold.
Yeah, they did notice. Gonna try to get the wallbang there, just barely missing. So this now gives ONU meeting control, hatch control, main lobby control, and it looks about to be Big Tower control, and we have just hit the 1 minute 50-second mark in this round, which is a phenomenal map take from ONU here.
And here goes Jackal at work.
Spotting that Aruni, flushing her off the stairs, almost pretty much confirming that they now have this map control. They are ready to execute. It looks like whenever they're going to get a couple more drones down there, see if they can find anybody. The Aruni coming up the stairs to do a little bit of the damage on Finca, see if she can get a quick pick. But she does end up falling back to tower, or pillar, sorry.
Do you think that they'll go fully control stairs in the next 30?
It looks like they are going to try to control the stairs, using those LOSs, the Aruni playing on tarps. The Cade getting the pick on the stairs, huge, opening up some more vertical for those anchors to deny those stairs, and the smoking off blue. They're doing a very good job here of stopping that push in its tracks. The smoke picking off the Iona here, pushing into blue. The Warden getting a pick and the Aruni getting a pick, leaving it to a 1v5 situation for Toxicity. He was not with the team. It looks like trying to catch up a little bit, just now getting into meeting.
I think it's the first time I've seen Trine together
Mm-hmm.
cover
Yeah,
both areas.
they worked very well there to stop that push. They noticed it was a tower push, noticed that blue push, worked very well. The Aruni opening up some more angles for them to hold those stairs, the smoke holding down that elbow as we've seen so many times here on Oregon.
Lion has one ability left and 25 seconds to go.
Going to try to take some pillar. 20 seconds here to get in, get the diffuser, and get it planted. It will not go with the
Flawless
Warden
round.
picking the Lion. A wonderful round for Trine there, showing off that passive ability, and that passive ability really at work. First time we've seen it work today, but I think if they can keep in this rhythm, keep those passive angles up, it will work very well.
Did they win the round last match?
No.
No.
No. Looking to be the same exact setup. Looks
We
like
see a buck.
for almost for the defense at least, going to kids, and for the offense, bringing that hard breach for that kids wall, for that attic wall, the buck for underneath, the Iona for the grenades. Very open sight for the floor. Very easy nades from underneath the buck to open it up, really catch those anchors. Looking like a pretty typical kids' bedroom strat here. Opening up those flank routes for the Aruni.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Once again, not seeing much of a roam here from Trine. The Aruni down in meeting and the other 4 in sight. However, the Aruni gadget, the Cade C4, the smokes, and the Wamai with that 1.5 on site, I think will work very well for kids' bedroom. Let's just see how they execute it here. We got the Iona entering for the Finca, as we've seen over and over again already today. Just ONU taking that map control. Very powerful, showing their presence, letting it be known. Gonna try to get a nade underneath here, won't seem to get anybody.
Think could just throw a grenade. It just himself. And does it again. Wow.
Lots of vertical holes here for the defenders to play. With the 4 anchors on site, all holding some sort of vertical, making sure they can't get up those white stairs as easy as they would like to. Lion does get the pick onto the roaming Aruni. However, with the 4 on site and the plant denial they have, and the Lion being at 1 HP with Finca having 1 boost left, may work out in their favor.
I don't think Finkel's going to use it yet at all.
1 smoke canister gone for Mumal here. We see the ace at big window not opening kids wall or attic wall. Very interesting sight here. It looks like they may be taking trophy and big window. Kind of a split push, kind of pressure them from both sides. The Jaeger getting the pick on the Sunflower here, very big. Picking off that Zofia with that LMG, very powerful force.
Quiz just went down too.
Very, very big. Once again, these passive plays coming in as the Cade does pick off with the hold from Bunker, and the Wamai getting a pick as well, leaving Kiwi in a 1v4 situation. Smoke on 1 HP, the other 3 operators at full health, does find the Cade on bunks. Not much to do here for Kiwi. Lots of angles being held on this big window. Not a lot of time to switch the push. All the wall denials still up for the walls. Couldn't open them if he wanted to. Looks like he's going to try to make some noise and get out of there, see if he can make a play. He does have the diffuser still. Looks like he's going to be going for a white take. Very smart for him. They are all kind of looking for that big window, using the ace charge for cover for his sound, but Wamai does realize what's happening and gets the pick on him. Making this map a little more interesting than the last one. No 4-0 this time.
No sweeps.
Little retaliation for Trine. Showing off that, patience is key sometimes in this game.
I could say one thing, though. This is faster than Smash.
It is going a lot faster than the Smash game.
We have a Ella coming out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
ONU going basement first, a favorite site for both. Both teams attempting to hold basement first. See the Maverick, the double hard breach, the Sledge, and the Nomad coming off for Trine. Ella Smoke Wamai Aruni Jaeger for ONU. ONU noticing Trine does like their utility. They like to throw those grenades. Going to be using the triple nade denial here. The Ella probably going to be on the roam. Smoke with the elbow hold. Pretty classic basement setup here. Well, my playing very aggressive on this barrels door here. Going to try to get an early pickoff. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. The shield being put right on that double door. They do not want them to have that elbow control at all.
Look like a push for tower.
A pillar take here would be a very good play for trying to make, especially because they've put so much util into that elbow. If they were just to completely ignore it, leave that util there, they wouldn't be able to rotate the util quick enough. I think if they can, get that tower control, get in there, take those steps, maybe send a couple people down freezer, pinch them off just a little bit. Looks like the Maverick here trying to get that big tower control. The Aruni playing stairs, as we've seen so many times. The Hibana now getting in, getting those flashbangs in, trying to push that Aruni off stairs. Looks like she has already given it up.
That was a nice fallback.
Mm-hmm. Always good, show that presence and then get out of there. Make the attackers waste their time a little bit more.
I wonder what the no-bats is planning to do.
Setting up that flank watch. As we've talked about before, that flank watch can be huge for some teams. Getting that map control and keeping that map control, another important key part to attacking.
So I think they're going all in for the push for the tower now.
Absolutely, yes. They've got that meeting hatch open. They've got those air jabs set up. They have the stair control here with the Sledge. Looks like they're going to get a couple drones in, figure out where they are, and go for this execute. With
a minute left, I think they're unable to even be flexible to try to attack another site.
There could be time. They would be down on some utility here. Maverick with 0 nades left, Sledge with 1, Hibana 0 flashes. Nomad has 1 air jab left. They've already put so much utility into this push. I think they should keep it, go for it. ONU has noticed they are coming for this push now. Looks like they are going to get into that elbow with the Wamai guarding it. He does get the injure on the ace here. Sledge picking off the smoke, Aruni getting the refrag, and then another refrag from the Sledge onto the Aruni here. Ella with another refrag, making it a 3v3. They get ace up. The Wamai with the kill and the injure. Almost a triple kill for Toxicity.
And there we go.
ONU taking the round, making it 2-2.
It's crazy how he down Ace, and then Ace came out for the revenge.
I thought Toxicity was gonna get the triple kill there. Sorry, with the injure onto the Ace. Just if that MP5 had a couple more bullets, he might have been able to take it.
Still like they go try their luck in the kids' room.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But going so far on this match, who you think you're more impressed with at this moment?
I'm very impressed with both teams. Losing 0-4 on map 1 can be very draining on the mental. I've been there, done that many a times. Your team kind of starts hanging their heads a little bit. We're kind of getting swept here. We need to do something. Picking it back up, fighting for that title, 2-2 here. But ONU keeping that pressure up, staying aggressive as we've talked about, getting those picks, getting those refrags, keeping that map control. Very strong for them. I'm very impressed with both teams. I actually, I don't know if I could even pick a clear winner at this point.
No, it's too close.
It's getting pretty close here.
I think that That 3-2 series I said just might come out. But also during this, do you see anything that needs to change or any player that needs to like step up and help more?
You know, my team captain said this to me many times. It's never one player's fault that a round is lost. It's a bunch of things, a bunch of small things build up. And, you know, if that player's stuck in a 1v2 and he doesn't get it, you know, it's not that player's fault. It's everyone's fault. You know, it's a team game, very team-based game, probably the most team-based game I can think of. I think everybody's doing a good job. You know, we don't know what's going through those headsets right now. I'm sure comms are being kept up by both teams. Very high-strung situation. Everybody's on their toes. You know, the aggressive ONU, it's working and it's not working. Worked very well on Coastline. As we can see here, getting a pick and a refrag. As talked about before, refrags being so important in this game. Keeping that man count even is the best you can. Anyways, with Coastline losing it 4-0, keeping that aggression up really worked. You know, it's working. It's been working for them on here on Oregon, but they are getting a little pushback from Trine. I think Trine may be playing a little bit too passive on Coastline, especially Coastline being that frag-heavy map that we know it to be. So, you know, just finding that balance between passive and aggressiveness, I think, is going to be the deciding factor here for each team.
I don't think I've seen any aggressiveness out of Trine yet. Like, what I see is flexibility in their passive mode, really. Because I seen them just switch on to the two main areas of attack, but other than that, I never seen them really roam out of the site that they had.
Trine, very bunker reliant team. When we played them both times this season, they played really, really site-heavy compositions for defense, and it did work for them. You know, I'm pretty sure, as I heard the director saying, they haven't lost a map this season. So Coastline being the first map they have lost this season, if my sources are correct. The Jaeger here getting the pick, putting it through a 3v3, and wow. And Markini from Trine absolutely stepping it up, getting that double kill here to end the round. Seeing that aggressiveness from Trine finally, maybe coming up, showing a different side of the story here. Putting it 3-2 for Trine, match point. See if they can finish it off here or if we'll go to overtime. They're gonna looks like they're gonna try the kids hold again. Is there anything you would change, actually? Throw the question back your way. Is there anything you think you could change for any of these teams?
Really, with these two teams being like at the top of their games at this moment, going in, the only thing that I knew was that for Trine, they've been playing Rainbow before Rainbow was Rainbow. That's what I would like to confer first. And then for ONU, like last year they was like my team Defiance. Like they was just fresh out, newly starting. And then this year when they played Trine twice, like I said, they didn't really have no coach or anything. But at this moment, as soon as they got a coach, start practicing with each other, and a lot of their players came from consoles, if you wouldn't believe it. And they just took the time on keyboards and getting right to it and changed that into be aggressive team. But in terms of changing what they're doing, both teams are at an advantage but a disadvantage with who they're going against. Being a passive team and going against an aggressive team, it's 50-50 both ways. But I think it's going to come down to really who can be, let's say, more patient with the kills. Like, even though you could be aggressive, you can also be patient on holds, on communication, on switches, like that type of patience.
Completely agree. Completely about, you know, trying to keep the flow of the game at the pace your team wants it to be.
Because I believe if anybody like just forces it, it could get out of him very quickly.
Absolutely.
With both teams. But how we notice is that in the last minute is usually when the most action and shooting starts.
Absolutely. You know, the first minute and a half, usually trying to feel out, the defensive composition they're going to run, taking that map control, getting those drones in, getting that flank watch up. Then after about a minute 30, deciding where you want to take from. For kids here, it could be kids wall, it could be trophy wall, it could be attic wall, it could be white stairs, main window, kids window if you're feeling crazy enough. But it's all about figuring out their defensive composition and how you want to take it.
That Jaeger coming in place, taking out both ace.
The Nomad here getting a pick onto the Bandit, putting it in a 5v4. Trine looks like they finally have the map control that they want. Going to be a trophy main wall push here for them.
The thing that I've seen the most is the same defensive players being used. Never seen nothing like really.
No crazy out of pocket picks. Yeah.
Yeah, like my team out of pocket picks we done seen throughout. Cause I think people was very confused why we went with 3 range people for the whole time.
Rooney here getting that back down to a 4-4, and the smoke getting it to a 3-4, leaving Trine at the disadvantage here, but the Finka evening it back up with the Nomad, but getting it to a 2v1 situation here. Ace going to get the plant down, leaving it all down to W, the team captain, on smoke. Getting the pick onto Ace. That last one repelled on the window. Looks like he does know where he is. Gonna try to just, throw those nades for that diffuser, it looks like.
Can you even see bomb? I don't.
Looks like he's trying to figure it out there, and there he goes. Trine
did.
taking map 2, making it 1-1 for the series.
I think he almost pushed it 2 back far.
I might have planted just a little bit far back there, but they figured it out in the end. Next map going to be Chalet. Trine attacking first. ONU defending. OT. Trine will take attack again if it does get to OT. And then map 4, if we're looking that far ahead, going to be Club with ONU attacking first and Trine attacking first in OT. So what's your thoughts here? 1-1 in the series. Trine with the very definitive 0-4 loss on Coastline, bringing it back for the 4-2 win on Oregon. What's your thoughts? What's going through that brain?
Like what you just told me about how they coached that they didn't lose any maps this whole year. I think losing that first map was a shock, and they realized
exactly, yeah,
like
keeping that mental up.
Yeah, I think they realized they can't use the same tactics against this team that they faced.
ONU definitely been putting their homework in after the main season ended, coming into this finals bracket. If my sources are correct, taking that map for Trine's first map loss of the season was a huge win for ONU there, getting that early point on the board, maybe hurting that mental a little bit, but Trine bringing it back, making it even once again. It's still anyone's game.
Yeah.
It's still anyone's game. Moving on to Chalet here, Trine on attack first. What are you expecting to see?
Chalet, I don't want to sound biased, but I play OU quite a lot on Chalet. So let's just say Chalet is like Coastline to them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Chalet has definitely been a popular pick this season, I think, for every team in the GLEC. We've been playing Coastline a lot. Trine's been playing Coastline a lot. ONU's been playing Coastline a lot. Have you guys? You said you've been playing Coastline a lot, especially against ONU. Or not Coastline. I'm sorry, Chalet.
Oh, Chalet's usually either the second map or the overtime map.
Yeah. So, we played Chalet against Trine earlier in the season. Obviously, we lost. They haven't lost a map in the general season, so we did lose against them. They're very technical on Chalet. One thing we noticed: get the wall open. It's almost like they've just got a list right in front of them. Take the map, get the wall open, throw that utility in, get the plant down, win the round. It's pretty much boom, boom, boom down the list for them. And that's one thing we've noticed. That's why we did try to stay away from Chalet the second time we played them. And I'd like to see if they repeat that here in today's game.
One map that did get thrown in randomly throughout our season was Villa.
Villa? Yeah, I think Villa was very popular for us early on.
I don't like Villa.
Yeah, and we noticed, with these Trine players and these ONU players being a very high rank, most of them in Diamond, using that vertical and that with the whole map basically being made out of wood, they just use that against those lower elo teams. They're just knowledge of the angles and the map itself, being able to get those wall bangs, get those angles nobody's going to be expecting, just on you. And throughout the season, I have seen Villa kind of be put in the background with maps such as Oregon and Chalet being pushed into the foreground here, as we have already played Oregon and now we're on Chalet. And repeating these bans looks like exactly from last game: Thatcher, Flores, Mira, and possibly the Valkyrie. ONU does not like to play against a Valkyrie. And there it is.
I think it's going with the default each time. But another question I wanted to ask you is, like, how long did you play Rainbow for? And, like, are you more of a console or PC player? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know, because me, when I first started, I started on console. So I'm just, when I had to switch to PC, I still use my Xbox controller. I'm still learning how to use keyboard and mouse. It's just complicated for me.
So I started playing Siege back in 2016, around February.
Oh, so, you old.
I'm an OG player, and I started on my Xbox. I'll never forget those console days. They're very warm in my heart, and I do miss them. But I'm definitely a PC player over a console player nowadays. Got my PC around 2018, Operation White Noise. That's when I made the switch. That's when I really started taking the game more seriously, and been very blessed with my opportunities. First of all, getting a computer in the first place. Some can be very expensive. My family being very generous and getting me a computer, and me getting the opportunity to join the Marietta Esports program. Been a huge change in my life. I wouldn't change it for the world, wouldn't go back and change it for anything. But yeah, short answer, I'm a PC player.
PC player. I just always wondered, because for me, for playing quick games and unranked, I think that Xbox was harder than PC. But when you get into rank for PC, I think it's
that's where the sweats really come out to play.
I think it's it just kicks us up a whole 10 notches, because out of nowhere when I first got here, I didn't realize why people was just throwing their mouse in the air until I looked and see them do 360s 4 times.
Maverick going to be Maverick tricking this wall open here in a very odd way. I don't think I've ever seen somebody take a wall like this before. It looks like he's just going to be trying to get an angle open for that connector, making sure those anchors have a hard time moving between the sites.
Yeah, I think he's only going for headshots. But that's a surprise, though. They usually do the bottom for the feet.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're just taunting them at this point.
The double wall denial on that trench wall does not look like ONU wants them with that trench control, but it looks like they are going to take it. They did get the mute jammer off that back wall there. Thermite opening it up.
I think they think it's somebody on the shield.
Going to try to clear out that pillar player there with the grenade. Does not get it off. Going to try again with the second one. Sunflower is holding that smoke shield there with 3 ONU players in Wine Cellar right now, holding it down, making sure Trine does not get it easily. Just barely missing the doorway with that C4 there. It does clip the side, unfortunately. Maybe using it as a scare tactic so they don't push in. Just once you hear that beeping, you get scared to run through that door.
Oh, I know. I got.
There's the Maverick with the holes paying off for him, being able to hold that connector down. Very strong play there from from Squirrely, but he does get picked off by W on the mute.
Oh, I think he accidentally canceled the plant.
Thermite getting that plant down now. Oh, he's getting echo droned. He's getting hit by the echo drone, canceling the plant there. Sunflower with the pick. Sledge, Hibana, and Sledge again getting those picks for trying to take the round. I was wondering what was happening.
I was wondering. I was like, why is he canceling it twice?
see where we'll be going with for round 2. Trine getting that attack off. Looks like ONU's going to switch it up and go upstairs.
Oh, Legion? Oh, no.
Bringing
Never
the
mind.
triple nade denial for ONU here. Jaeger, Aruni,
I haven't seen
Wamai.
many people use Zero.
I also have not. I've heard good things about Zero. I know a
used
lot of
him
people
before,
like him.
but not during the tournaments.
Zero's very very mechanical operator to play. You know, those cameras being so vital. The shock, if you want to use them to get things off the wall, use them for flank watch. You know, maybe bringing the Zero instead of the Nomad, which it looks like is what they're trying here, with Marquini being that key Nomad player for this Trine team.
Is everybody roaming?
They do have a good amount of roamers, it looks like. Maybe, I think 3.
I think only Tossa could stand that point.
Well, upstairs is a very weird site. I've seen it being held so many different ways. Out of my thousands of chalet games I've played, very hard to hold, especially if they can get that canine balcony, if they can get into library, if they get trophy, kitchen, you know, just every small bit of map control helps with this upstairs hold here.
Look like a nice drone going in.
Absolutely. Getting those drones through, making sure that blue is clear, that canine balk is clear.
I think that ping might confuse them.
With Trine getting that library hold, or library map control very early on here in the round. Zero setting up those cameras, making sure they don't get flanked. Setting it up on the blue stairs, on the main stairs. Gonna burn this Aruni here. I don't think they got it off. Actually, I think somebody shot it before it went through. Oh, no, it did not. I'm sorry. The Wamai holding that shield and piano going to be very strong for them. Putting as much nade denial as he can in that area. Got the Aruni gates, the ADSs, the discs. Just holding it as much as he can, because as soon as they lose piano, it is a fist fight to hold that site. Looks like Ayana still playing on the balcony here. Zero still trying to clear that roaming Aruni down in the dining area. And going to get the wallbang off on her, injuring her. I think he does notice. Yes, he does. Making it a 5v4, and the Bandit going down to 50 HP. In sight, I think, with the Nomad, or the Hibana tagging him up a little bit through that canine door. Thermite waiting for the wall to get open. Think maybe the sledge nading below will get those bandits off for him to get that wall open, get that half wall control. Going to start moving that utility around over to half wall. Looks like they are going to go for the default plant there. With the Hibana holding that rotate there from the master balcony, or the office balcony, sorry. Very powerful hold. Making sure those anchors can't get through the rotate to deny that plant. Looks like Thermite going to go for the plant opportunity here, smoking off the half wall, but the Ella making it a 4v4 and injuring the Hibana as well. The sledge does pick her off from K9 balcony, and Zero has to pick up that diffuser from the dead Thermite. They do get the pickup on the Hibana, making it a 4v3. Kiwi at 20 HP, Hibana at 20 HP, getting the pick off on the Wamai, and the Aruni finishing off the round is Squirrely. On that Ayana, been a very powerful player here for Trine, Squirrely. That will make it 2-0 Trine, just pulling those attack rounds away. I don't know how much you have noticed, but I think attacking, just pulling those attack rounds off is very very strong, very powerful.
It's like whoever attacks first pretty much just get in the rounds.
You just gotta, the more attack rounds you pull, the easier time you're gonna have on defense. You know, you can just, let's say if Trine here does get that 3-0, they can just really use a bunker strat, a strat that they like, you know, a good passive strat to just sit there, hold those angles, and secure that victory. Going to be going kitchen here for Trine. Looks like they are going to do a bit of a vertical hold. Going upstairs here with the Aruni gates and possibly the castle barricades.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Attackers are
Another thing I must say, while we've got some downtime here in the prep phase, kind of sticking in my head a little bit. You said earlier about your team being new.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job from you guys this season, sticking with it. You've got those controller players, you've got those newer players. I've noticed you've even got a couple of level 15, 20s on your team. I don't know if they're coming from console or not.
I'm the one who came
Which
from
is
console.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, just phenomenal job with you guys sticking with it this semester and this season. Just being able to just keep going, keeping those practices up.
Let me tell
Getting
you,
those
it's been
games in.
very hard.
I'm sure. My team has been in the situation of just taking L after L, and being that team, and it is a hard thing to do, sticking with it. But you just stick with it long enough, get those practices in, and it will pay off in the end.
I'm just glad
And
that we
there's,
was able to come.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
such an amazing experience here.
It was a great time meeting the people that we faced the whole
Yeah,
year.
seeing everybody and meeting, putting faces to names here. Getting back into the game here though. Minute 30. They do have that fireplace control. Got to get that nade denial off the wall with the Cade above. It looks like holding that vertical will be 2 players with 3 in sight. The 0 clearing out the roam from the bottom. I don't think anyone was down there, but he's just double checking, making sure there's no C4s from below when Thermite's going for this play here. And just as we're talking about a C4, Sunflower getting that pick onto Squirrely there on the Iona. Smoking off the site, as I've talked about before, getting that map control, getting that wall open, throwing that utility in, and getting that plant down. That looks like exactly what they're going to do today. They do get the pick off on the Cade, making it a 4v4, everyone at full health. Looks like they've got the dining room to themselves here. They just got to be careful of that vertical. The 0 does get a kill off that
Like
flank watch.
Thermite is planting right now.
He is. Looks like he's going to get that plant down just barely. The Ella giving a little contest from Kitchen, and the Aruni dropping hatch as well. The 0, once again, the flank watch being such a powerful role
And 0
here.
goes. Wow, that was a trade for kills right there.
Throwing it to a 2v2, just about even health here other than the Aruni. All they need to do is hold this diffuser. 22 seconds left in the round. Can ONU bring this back?
Who's currently on diffuser?
There's no one on the diffuser at the moment. There will be a double trade, leaving it to a 1v1 with the Aruni. Can she find the last one?
And yes, she can.
She can.
It looks like it's coming down to the last few people each
Yeah.
round.
It's just that dogfight every round. As soon as they get that wall open, it's just trade after trade, down after down. Utility usage after utility usage, as we saw with those nitro cells and those smokes, those flashbangs, being able to get that plant down from cover.
Are you expecting a real aggressive for here? For
Trine, or for ONU on,
Yeah, for
on attack,
ONU.
I could see them getting aggressive here. With the defensive rounds, Trine switching it up, getting very aggressive on Chalet here, getting that wall open, getting that plant down. Every round, I think they planted the bomb, and I think it would work in ONU's favor to get a little aggressive here. Maybe throw Trine off their feet a little bit and get them unbalanced, make them have to react a little quicker if they can just get that map control that they need a little earlier. It's just, once again, it's just all that stuff piling on top of each other. Can we get that map control? Can we get that wall open? Can we get the plant down? Can we get our opening picks here?
I just realized this first time they used alibi.
Mm-hmm. Alibi being a very situational operator, I think. Very good gun with that bailiff to open up those rotates, open up those head holes, and bringing that deployable shield. Can be used very well, especially now with that Goyo rework. No more shields with the Goyo. Gonna have to start bringing some more operators with the shield, and next season, of course, gonna be opening up Thorn, who also brings a shield. Very powerful gun on Thorn.
Do you think for next season the new operator that just dropped will be available or no?
I think for the next coming season, every operator that is unplayable currently will be playable. So Thorn, Osa, and
It's the one with the cool nines. I did not get to see her name.
Azami.
Asami.
Azami, yes. Thorn, Osa, and Azami being playable next season.
I think Asami might be a game changer.
Azami, very powerful. Very powerful.
'Cause
Being
she
able to
can
cut
either-
off those lines of sights, cut off those rotates when needed.
She can either be a roam or a bunker.
Absolutely. And with that powerful 9x19, with now with the gun being able to have all the different sights in the game, getting to pick and choose which one times sight you like the best, and her impacts and barbed wire. Not the best secondary gadgets in the game, but very close.
But her primary gun is one of the best. That's
Absolutely,
Capkin's
yeah.
favorite.
The 9x19 is a phenomenal submachine gun. Capital swinging there on that blue shield, getting that early pick onto Jaeger. Rooney contesting a little bit from Library. Also another pick on the blue shield here for Capital. W absolutely turning it up on the attack here, as we said, getting aggressive, making it a 3v4 and injuring the Aruni in Library. So basically the Aruni got revived, so making it a 2v4 here. W did get picked, but he did get those 2 or 3 opening picks, I think, for ONU. Getting in there, getting that map control, very powerful. Using that LMG to his advantage. Aruni here, Aruni and Alibi having to play very passive here. Aruni on 20 HP, they've got the vertical, they're about to get the horizontal, they've got the drones in. Not looking good for Trine here. They've got those frag grenades, they've got those line scans. Also having a Finka boost active at the moment. The ace gets the pick onto the
Finka just went down.
Alibi, I think. And ONU taking that round back, refusing to get that 4-0 loss on Chalet, keeping themselves in the game, making it 3-1.
While the prep time's going on, when you first started off, who was your favorite operator for offense and defense?
My favorite attacker.
If you can remember.
Oh gosh, it's been so long.
Yeah.
My favorite attacker back in the day, I think, was Capital. I really liked Capital back when he had those frag grenades. He had that ACOG sight, very, very good operator, very fun to play with the fire darts. And when he had the blue smoke, I don't know if you remember the blue smoke. That was a long time ago. Favorite defender. I've always been a Doc guy. I really liked Doc back in the early day.
That P90.
The P90 is always fun to
Not
use.
only the P90 is when you run into somebody with the shotgun was pretty scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely. And back in the day with that MP5 having the ACOG sight, being able to get those fun spawn peaks off and stuff. Always a fun time getting to play those operators that are more fun to play instead of more technical, as we've been seeing here with the pretty much the same pool of operators coming every round. Not seeing a lot of crazy picks like Vigil or Caveira here. Looks like they are doing the bar setup again here for Trine. Exact same setup here, maybe thinking they can get a little more resistance, maybe stop them from taking the map as fast. W switching on to a Habana instead of that Capital that worked very well for him the first round. Noticing that not every strat works every time, having to switch it up. I know that is one thing for us. We usually, once something works, we're like, all right, that worked, we'll do it again. And then we do it again, and the other team has adapted, and they beat us, and not much to do there. So ONU switching it up this time, bringing that extra hard breacher. Gonna get that half wall open into Blue Hall, pressure that shield on top blue, that powerful shield. Just about every team I think we have played against in this season and in the collegiate season, always putting that shield there. Such a powerful shield. Being able to hold that hallway, stop them from coming into Library. Basically just cutting off that entire side of the map if they are to push through Solar. Burning those Aruni gates, burning those with my discs, just getting all that utility out of there. Getting a little bit of damage on the Jaeger with that grenade. Aruni taking massive damage here in Library. Still trying to hold those vertical sights. Going to drop down into sight where it's safe, especially being on 20 HP. Leaving Jaeger alone at the top to hold without a shield now. Minute 30 left here. 5-5. Aruni a little low. What are you thinking? What do you think is going to come?
For Rooney?
Just for the rest of the round.
For the rest of the round? Knowing how ONU is, I know people tired of saying it, but aggressive is the key of their game. And
as you're saying it here they come, trying to take that.
And with Rooney
map.
being low, I'm quite frightful for the character.
Absolutely.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They did get the pick onto the Habana here.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Jaeger still holding those stairs. Very, very powerful stuff here. The Aruni getting the pick on the low HP onto Kiwi. That's both hard breachers down for ONU. Going to try to get that nade kill onto the Jaeger on blue. Just barely missed it and gets picked from the Wamai. But Sunflower with the refrag here, making it a 4-2 for ONU. Not looking too good.
They're
Can
not looking
they
like
pull it?
their selves right now.
No. Possibly bringing it back a little bit here, 3-1 toxicity, and we'll go down to the Aruni on 20 HP that we were talking about. We didn't think we'd get much done, but with the 3-piece on 20 HP, you know, holding those passive angles as we know Trine to do, they will take map 3, making it a 2-1 lead for Trine.
I think they're right now, for Trine, I think they're feeling good after, you know,
Absolutely.
the sweep map that we're not going to talk much about. And for RNU, I think they just getting into their head now because I didn't see really much aggression like you usually see from them.
Absolutely. You know, Trine taking that 0-4 loss obviously did not help them coming back on Oregon, getting the win, and then the very strong win here on Chalet 4-1, almost back, giving that sweep back to them,
Yeah.
saying, hey, we're still here to play. We're here. We're up now, 2-1. Fourth map being Clubhouse with ONU on attack first. We'll see how that plays out, if they'll keep with their regular strategies or if they'll try to switch it up a little bit. This is the map where Trine likes to open up that bottom left CC wall, as we've talked about before, with that Maverick getting that very powerful angle into almost all of CCTV. You know, just being able to hold him off a little bit. I think Trine wants to keep ONU out of the building as much as possible, or not out of the building, sorry, out of the site, out of just anywhere close to the site, holding that vertical, holding that horizontal, as I've said over and over again. But a lot of the maps play the same here, other than Coastline. You know, just holding map control. That's the name of the game.
What I've seen so far from Trine for these last two map stuff was probably, you could say, their best two so far in this tournament. I've seen more of them not allowing ONU not only to just push anywhere that they want to, but also not allowing no big gunfights going on, because gunfights is part of the aggression.
As we did notice on Chalet, most of the gunfights would happen at the end of the round. It would be 5-5 with 30 seconds left, and then ONU would come in and just get those 4 opening kills, and leaving Trine in a 1v4, 1v2 over and over again. And now with Trine kind of separating those gunfights to more individual or even 2v1, 3v1 gunfights here, you know, kind of spreading out this ONU team, giving themselves the advantage, not letting the big team fight happen, seems to be working in their favor. The Maverick ban here from ONU just completely negating the Maverick tactic we were talking about there on CCTV. And the Thatcher ban going to make it interesting here for Trine to be able to get the wall.
They're getting kind of personal with these bans.
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Absolutely. It looks like it's getting a little personal out there on the stage. Interesting for Trine to ban Thatcher. Obviously, them not knowing Maverick would get banned, but leaving the only person to get the wall denial off being Twitch and Cali, and ONU having that strong Cali player that we talked about earlier.
Did he also switch to Twitch too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does play the Twitch and the Cali here. We'll see if they bring him out for this first round here for Trine to be going basement, leaving Valkyrie open, who ONU has banned every single map except this one. I think going to be interesting to see the Valkyrie in use, and a lot of vertical C4 is going to be happening on this map, I can predict. So the Capcan, the Vigil, the Valkyrie, the triple Capcan trap on this doorway here. What do we think? What are we thinking about this?
Well, going back to how I told you, your starting character was, you know, for defense, my starting character was
Capcan,
yeah,
a perfect starter character.
Because it'd be so funny to watch somebody just walk into your trap, even after you die. It's just funny. But I can tell you personally, I've seen people do it, but I've never put 3 on the one doorway.
Yeah, the most I've put is 2. I'm pretty sure 2 will kill any operator in the game. Not sure what the thought is there with the 3. Possibly trying to catch a Montaigne, maybe. Very odd doorway to try to catch a Monty in. What are we thinking about this Trine defense here with the Vigil, Capcan, and Valkyrie only having the 2 nade denial operators? Not a lot of plant denial, being only having one C4 with the Capcan bringing the impacts.
At this moment, I don't really see any heavy defense.
Absolutely,
going.
I'm seeing a lot of fragging potential. Maybe leaving the Capcan on site, maybe leaving the Wamai on site.
I think I see them more of picking off since they have a Valkyrie just to add more cameras, see more pickoffs, see more vulnerability, opportunity. I believe since they have a visual and having Capcan just limit off one doorway, I guess, with them three, it wouldn't surprise me to see them with the two roamers just going around, or if they're both with Capcan.
Yeah, I could even see 3 or 4 roamers, especially with those Valkyrie cameras being so strong on Clubhouse. Even that Valcam there into Kitchen that we just saw. Bulletproof cameras being brought for Blue Hallway. The amount of roam potential here to be able to pull these flanks off is phenomenal. But they are keeping 4 players on site, including the Vigil. They do have Moto hatch open already. Very powerful hatch to get open so early in the round, but with the Cade ban, there's nothing you can do to stop it. And the triple Capcan trap getting the kill onto Onyx. The Capcan trap we have been talking about all prep phase gets the pick on the Finka early in the round.
I think the Capcan trap got more OP because it's harder to see than it was
Absolutely,
back
yeah.
then. So, because back then you could usually just see the red line from a distance.
Looks like they might be able to catch this Valkyrie here on her cams behind the bar after those ace charges go off if she doesn't notice them soon and get the rotation off. Valkyrie fighting back against that Hibana a little bit. Sunflower getting the pick onto Vigil, making it a 4-4 now, but with Hibana Jackal being a little lower than 100, Wamai getting the pick onto Kiwi here, making it a 4v3 for ONU. ONU's going to have to do something, change it up.
Do you know where he put his other traps at?
I'm not sure, no. He has 5. He put 3 of them on the doorway. It seemed to work in his favor, and him also getting the pick here onto W and trying to swing that dirt, and does finish the kill. First round going to Trine. Oh, there's the Capcan traps right there on dirt, the other two. Gonna go for the CC hold now. Bringing that wall to now bringing out the Tachanka instead of the smoke on Trine. Tachanka being very powerful for CCTV, having a lot of area denial here to stop them when they get that wall open, when they take that construction. Toss a couple grenades in there. The crowd getting live outside, as we can hear, as these maps are starting to dwindle down.
These two teams are just natural enemies, so
Absolutely.
it's like you can't really say much because it's like you can't just both play passive because it's not going to work out in nobody's favor. So it's quite hard to even say what somebody should do in this case.
Absolutely.
It is when natural enemies just meet.
Using up those mute jammers for the rafters wall up top and below, with the new mute nerf now being where you cannot get 2 walls at once. Them thinking outside the box a little bit, using all 4 to stop those 4 walls from being opened.
They're also not going to bunker up again.
Going to spread out a little bit here. Pretty typical, having one out on rafters, with that garage control being so important here for the CC hold.
They wanted to. They could literally just have 4 roomers right now.
They could, yeah. They got the Jaeger, Bandit, mute Wamai, leaving the Tachanka alone on site.
Well, after seeing Doc and Glass go roaming, I wouldn't be surprised if a Tachanka just start running around the map.
Start leaving. Bandit going to see if he can get the Bandit trick here onto the ace charge. Looks like he will get it off, but not for the other one. The reason ace being so powerful. They do bring the Cali to get the wall open, as we predicted earlier in the map. Cali holding this amazing long angle all the way into the back of CCTV, stopping that rotate. Ace being able to open up the rest of the wall now with Cali stopping that Bandit trick. Gonna try to start taking Master. Kind of a split push with the Cali watching the wall as they take Master. No rotates, but there will be a little fight back in construction, as we can see here, with 2 operators on that side of the building kind of fighting back.
Attackers have located a bomb.
getting that construction control. Tachanka shooting some grenades over to try to stall out the construction push for as long as they can. Still a 5v5 here, a minute and 20 left in the round. ONU getting a little comfortable with their map control that they now have. Main wall being opened, construction being opened, and somebody watching the window as well, as we just saw the Mute get shot from. Going to try to get the C4 pick there, just sticks to the ceiling. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up anyone with that. Looking like a 3-2 push here for the ONU offense. 3 construction and 2 coming for the main wall. Finka missing the grenade. Tachanka taking a lot of damage. Sunflower getting the pick onto Mute. Hibana getting the pick onto Marquini, leaving her at 1 HP, but they do have that Finka boost. Seeing that bandit top red there, going to try to contest that construction push here from the last 2 remaining Trine players, but does not look like he's going to be able to contest hard enough because of the grenades coming in. The Hibana getting the pick, Squirrely getting the refrag, getting a 2-piece there, stopping that garage push. Going to see if Bandit can get that vertical C4 on the plant. He does miss it. Picking the Sunflower top red, leaving it to a 1v2, but Toxicity taking him out at the end. 1-1 here. Kind of expected this for Clubhouse, being a little bit of a dogfight. Clubhouse is one of those maps. Lots of big trades happening late in the game. Lots of map control to get for both teams here.
If ONU wins this, that means my prediction came true.
That is true.
For the
If
3-2
ONU
series.
wins, we'll go into double overtime for the championship match here, the GLEC playoffs.
Here we go back with the footholds.
I think they're opening up that there for the bandit trick, or possibly the Cali projectile. A little bit of the same hold coming from Trine here. Actually looking like the exact same hold, same operators.
10 seconds to insertion.
You know, hopefully they can just try to succeed here. ONU switching from Buck to Capital, Flores to Ayana, and Finka to Cali. Once again, seeing Quicks on that Cali. Such a powerful operator to have in the right hands. Being able to hold that long angle with the wall being open, especially on this site, all the way in the back.
I remember that place. I died right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cali Edge goes off. Bandit gets to deny one of them. Don't think he's going to be able to get both of them here. Maybe he does end up Bandit tricking both of them. Wow. Whatever he did this round, really changing it up from last round. Got both of the walls secured, leaving Ace with 1 Selma left instead of 2. Only going to be able to open a little bit of that wall. Going to go for the left side here to get that rafters angle. The Wamai impact tricking the rest of the Selma off the wall, so they cannot push through the main wall. They are out of hard breach devices unless the Capital wants to come over and help. But it looks like Trine switching it up here really helped. You know, really focusing on that main wall control, making sure they cannot get it open, even though they are trying their hardest. W with the hard breach charges on the other side of the map does not look they're going to go for that main wall. Looks like they have given up hope. Ace probably will stay there to watch rafters while the rest of them go for the construction take. Cali is already over there waiting to get those mute jammers off the wall, those bandit charges. Capital going to open up the construction wall here. Bandit getting the pick, or no, I'm sorry. Mute getting the pick onto the Ayana there. The entry falling, not getting to use her grenades.
You
And
did say
Squirrely.
that Cal was going to be used.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
Mm-hmm. Quicks really liking the Cali. I think he's very powerful with her. Although Squirrely is turning up the Jets this round, getting 2 picks, and the Tachanka stopping that construction push almost completely, leaving it to a 5v2 with ONU having the Cali and the Capital left, both in construction, having to deal with those Tachanka fires being constantly thrown in that doorway. 30 seconds left, not looking too good for ONU here. The mute is down. Does not look like he's going to be able to get revived right in the middle of that opened reinforcement. W entering in the 5v1, and Squirrely does take both of them down for the 4K, I believe. Okay, so what are you thinking here? You're 0-U. You're down 2-1. Switching to attack. What's the game plan?
Ooh. Down 2-1 in both the series and the end round.
Absolutely, yes.
But to me, really, like I said, they're natural enemies, so it's not much you can assist on. But I just need them to just get out of their head, because I think they're in their head right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad place to be. 2-1 in the series. Obviously, we've talked about that before, but also 2-1 in the game. These games not lasting very long here.
Because the things that I'm seeing them do, I haven't seen them do throughout the season.
Yeah.
So I'm been surprised right now. That's why I've been quiet, because I'm like, I've never seen them do this before.
Yeah, I think the morale's kind of dropping a little bit. We have been playing here, I think, for about an hour, and it can get taxing on the mental. Keeping that morale up for all 5 games can be very hard. Usually, by this time, 2-1 in the series, the game will be over. Usually in the main season being best of 3. So we're going to see ONU try to turn it around here, bringing a pretty normal composition. They've been bringing the series. Trine bringing a composition they've been bringing the whole series, as well as ONU playing in Master, bringing a pretty typical Master setup with the castle and the mutes. Once again, double nade denial instead of the triple, constantly trying to stop that Trine push with the flashbangs and the grenades that they love to do.
You know, one thing that I had forgot to mention was my attacker that I started out with.
Oh, who'd you start out with?
I started out with Glass.
Glass?
But when I first started, I used to call him Glaze. So me and my friends came up with the name, calling him Glazed Donut every time we went. And since I started out with all Russians, they asked why. I said, oh, because Call of Duty, no Russian.
Russian operators are definitely always fun to play, especially Tachanka with that LMG back in the day.
Yeah, because everybody used to ask so much. It wasn't, I didn't think it, I didn't want to be like everybody else. And House being the most popular map, said, yeah, I can just sit right here. Or the sniper tower. Just do what I want to do.
Marquini does get picked pretty early here, putting it into a 4v5. The jacuzzi wall is opened for Trine. They do lose those lion skins. I do not think they were able to get one of them off before he was picked. Luckily, they did bring the sledge for that castle, getting those castle barricades off those windows. Still having to deal with the nade denial, though. See if Trine can turn this around. Almost got the grenade kill off on that Aruni playing in the bathroom. Going to get very aggressive on that on that breach there. Unfortunately, no one was out there to combat it. Squirrely getting the pick, evening it up to a 4v4. Squirrely being a huge player for this Trine team here.
I just really think on both sides of attack for both teams, one person just went in with 100 drum. Nothing more, nothing less. Usually for both teams that I've seen, LMG has been used. So I think that's now starting to become the meta.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. LMG, if you have it, you run it. That's pretty much what it's been all season here in the GLEC. Already getting it down to a 1v3 here for the Thermite. Knocking it down to a 1v2 with the pick on the bandit. Picking the castle, pulling out the pistol, swinging on the mute, and does not get it off. ONU does take the round.
I guess they're getting out of their head for this one.
Definitely pulling it back, making it a 2-2 scenario here.
That was very close, though.
Very close.
If he would have got that,
Thermite almost pulling it off. Would have got the 4K, I think.
Not only the 4K, pretty sure they would have been down mentally. After that.
If the Thermite, I think if the Thermite would have had the 1v3 there, definitely mental would have been just dropping lower and lower. Oh, no.
I thought I just saw Thorn.
Oh, it is a Thorn. Okay, that's why. Yeah,
Is he
it
able?
random picked him Thorn, and Thorn is unplayable in this league.
Okay, I think somebody downed him though. That's a bit setback.
That
No,
is
that's major.
as we just talked about ONU pulling themselves out of this rut, having to play a 4v5 round,
And that's their captain
especially
that
on
just
defense.
went down too.
Yep. The captain going down. He is going to be able to sit on cams the entire round, which will be nice for the defenders here, but still being at that man disadvantage already before the prep phase is even over, not looking good.
I wish it was like how we played in season. We made a mistake when it auto chose that we got a chance to change it back. But
well, in the finals here, no real room for error.
yeah,
Can't let something, especially as big as a Thorn coming into play here, can't let something like that slip with her bulletproof shield and that powerful Uzi that she brings.
it's quite interesting going with a warrant. I think they did it because how much gadgets of flash wings.
Yeah,
they throw.
absolutely. In our general season, a lot of the strategies that we have involving smoke, we actually did end up having to switch them to a Warden when playing Trine because of their utilage of that util. As we can see here on the left side of the screen, 6 flashbangs, 4 grenades, and 2 smokes. Warden being able to negate the flashbangs and the smokes, and with the right use of the nade denial being able to negate the frags as well. If he can hold this dirt, it will be very big for ONU in being able to keep it going, even though being in a man disadvantage. Looks like main hatch will be getting open though. No resistance from the defenders on that one. Oh, I'm sorry, almost open. They were using 2 pellets at a time. Quicks getting the pick onto Sledge with that Warden in dirt, as we were talking about, evening out that man count 4-4, everyone full HP. Dirt control being so vital for this basement hold. Oh, and you getting that moto hatch open, as we talked before. Also being very good to get that hatch open. Almost taken down there by the mute, spraying through the hatch a little bit. They now know his position back near the gun rack. Trine kind of feeling out this ONU defense here. Trying to figure out where they want to push from. 40 seconds left. Still having that Warden in dirt with the mute getting taken out by the Flores. Flores getting immediately refagged by Quicks, who is really stepping it up this round to make up for that 4-5 disadvantage. Looks like we're dropping into sight here with the Thermite and the Hibana covering from above. They know that that Warden is still in dirt, trying to guard him, but Quicks still getting a triple kill here, picking off the Thermite and the Jaeger getting to pick off the other one, leaving Swirly in a 1v2 against the Legion and the Jaeger. ONU taking them on the 4-5 disadvantage here. Very interesting round. Very interesting.
I think Quiz kill right there made the game changing.
Quicks definitely stepped up with that dirt control, that Warden pick being huge for ONU there, making it 2-3. ONU winning one more round, taking map 2 and making your prediction correct.
I hope so. I just need ONU to win this round. Then, hey, my prediction came true. A 3-2 series.
ONU going CCTV here. Trine bringing out the Montagne, or Montague, or Monty, however you say it. Very confusing name.
Monty?
Monty, the abbreviated.
Montaigne?
Monty. Mountain, however you want to say it.
Oh,
the
he
guy
is a
with the big
mountain
shield.
person. That's probably was the hardest person I ever had to beat back in the day. Because if he showed up and got into a corner, you didn't know really what to do. Let's throw a C4 on top of it. If that didn't work, yeah, he's just going to sit right there.
Trine having to switch up their attack a little bit, as we've talked about before, with that Maverick being banned, and one of the vital strategies of their setup here being where they open the bottom left of that wall and keep him repelled there to hold those angles. We're going to see how they adapt here, bringing the double hard breach. Monty for the garage push. Finka and Sledge looks like
I
a
think
very
the
repetitive
two-
operator
Oh,
composition.
I think the two garage are out of question based on the lineup.
Mm.
I don't think anybody, nothing can help them free that up at all. It's interesting that they went Monty though.
Monty, I have been seeing a lot recently on
Yesterday don't
Clubhouse.
count.
Yesterday, not counting, but not just here this weekend, but just throughout the whole season. Monty being brought a lot on Clubhouse, especially for the CC take. I know our team especially likes to bring the Monty for this take, being very powerful for garage here. Being able to get up those rafter stairs and get that information. Usually, as we're seeing right now, somebody playing those rafter stairs or up in those rafters with
Next
a
season,
lot of
though,
need denial.
I think Monty may not be a go for CTV.
For next season?
Yeah.
How so?
Cause with Thorn, like for every
Oh,
character,
yeah.
I try out
Mhm.
different techniques, see how they affect other characters. Definitely with him being a shared character, I just wanted to see how it go and how her ability was going when she came out. And for Monty, based on how he is and with his shield, he's not. Let's say somebody board up that doorway right there and put a shield right there.
Mhm.
Monty is gonna have to go over it, and then if somebody has a Thorn on the ship, but not only on the ship, but in front of him, he either has to hurry up, run from it, and get shot, or stay right there and take it. And taking two of those
Yeah.
will not be very fun. Because
Thorn
one
definitely
shot.
switching it up for those slower attackers. You know, once you get in that Thorn gadget, you either got to find it and shoot it or run, and you do not have a lot of time to find it. They do get the pick off on the Wamai sitting rafters, getting the main wall open. 5v4 with the C4 onto the hard breacher there. The Thermite Monty being very low, sitting up on those rafters still, I'm pretty sure, holding that LOS.
Do you know who's the next attacker coming out?
I do not know. With Azami just being released, I don't think I've heard anything about the next operator.
Bomb located by
I'm
attack.
pretty sure it's the person that's on the front page, I guess you'd call it, for the game.
The next attacker?
Yeah.
Azami? I mean, Azami, the defender.
No, like Kasami is on it, but it's another person on it. But
Oh,
just
I don't
know.
think I've seen that.
I
I'll
just
have to check that out. But anyways, here, diffuser being down, 3v1 situation here for the Jaeger. 1 HP, not looking too good. Looks like we will be going to overtime here, unless he can make a play. Sledge will take him out, taking it to overtime.
The one thing I found interesting is Ubisoft found a different way to add new abilities. This time, really surprised people with kunais that build bulletproof fortress. Yeah, that's
Absolutely, yeah. We went from back in the day, we had a guy with a sledgehammer, and now we have a girl who throws kunai knives that pulls out concrete. So
yeah.
who knows what's up for store for us in the future.
And I done checked her out pretty much. The gun, primary gun, you know, Capcan, just me. Yeah, I love it. But also, with her ability, you either have to use a explosive or you have to hit it 3 times. So if she's roaming and she used that, you might as well not even. Yeah.
But yeah, very strong rumor, being able to just stop people from chasing her. You know, getting that kill, rotating after getting that kill, and just throwing those zombie barricades in the doorway.
She's basically a castle.
Absolutely,
With the
yeah, a
ability.
mobile castle. Just being able to throw those down and run, keeping her life, and being able to take the gunfights later in the round. We will see 3 attacker repicks here. Finka onto Zofia, Hibana onto Nomad, and Nomad onto Capital.
It should be quite interesting for overtime. Because if Trine takes this, pretty much that's the game, I think.
If Trine gets this attack round, it does put them at a very good advantage here.
Wouldn't it be 3-1?
Yeah, if Trine wins the map here, they win the series.
Yeah.
But just talking in terms of rounds, they win this attack round.
They got one more.
They got one more defense round to worry about. Defending, in my opinion, being a little easier than attacking. You know, but ONU, with that strong defense that they've been showing so far in Clubhouse, this master defense particularly working for them.
With playing ONU, did you see like any weakness that you thought you could exploit, or
For
any plan you thought that was going to go well, but instantly like didn't work out how you wanted to?
you know, ONU has been doing very good on both sides of the coin here on attack and defense, but Trine also just responding immediately to everything they give, but also the same thing ONU being able to respond to everything Trine gives. I think both teams are making an equal amount of bad decisions and good decisions, turning it to 3-3, just showing how even these guys are on Clubhouse, and just being able to just, go back and forth with each other over and over again throughout these rounds. Minute and 30 left here. We're still seeing 5-5. Usually somebody will get picked. It'll be a refrag 4-4. These guys are just so good at being able to act on their feet, quick, responsive, getting those refrags off, keeping it even until those last few seconds there, getting the diffuser down, protecting the diffuser, and all that. Seeing here a similar setup from ONU, the Aruni playing the bathroom, the jacuzzi wall being opened, but this time it not being a 5-4 disadvantage for Trine.
Here comes my favorite part: the 1 minute warning.
The 1 minute. Once that 1 minute warning goes
the
off,
1 minute of death.
People see that timer. They don't see the 3 digits anymore. They start seeing the 2 digits. Something in their mind starts saying, all right, it's go time. And as we're seeing here, Sludge entering into Jim, trying to wallbang that Jaeger, getting a lot of damage off on him, but also a lot of return damage. Thermite picking off the Aruni in the bathroom. Sledge getting off that Jaeger pick.
Like
and here come the picks. Over and over again, trying getting those picks off, but Sunflower getting that C4 through the floor, leaving it to a 1v4 for toxicity here. Coming up main stairs, diffuser is being planted by Marquini. Absolutely locking him down on main stairs. Squirrely and Trine pulling off this attack round. Once again, Squirrely being a major player here, but also just the team together. As soon as that Sledge walked into Jim, the whole team was ready to follow him in, get those picks. The Thermite getting the pick on the Aruni in the bathroom, the Sledge getting the pick onto the Jaeger, and so forth. I couldn't even see who else was getting all those kills. They were happening so fast. 4-3 now here for Trine, giving Trine the defense. They're going to go basement again. We'll see if Capcan gets another cheesy kill on the bar door if he decides to put those there, bringing the Valkyrie back out.
Match point, man.
Match point.
It's gonna be a text. Is it a do?
It's do or die. Absolutely, yeah.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
The only thing I see changed up is Sunflower going Jackal.
The Jackal here could be nice, especially for finding those Capcan traps. As we're seeing right now, Valkyrie and Capcan being all over the first floor, putting those traps down, putting those cameras down. Jackal being able to use his ability to track the feet, to see where the feet were heading, check the doorways before he goes through them, check the corners of the rooms where the Valkyrie's footprints go. ONU spawning in here, working their way to the building. Looks like the defenders are still getting set up a little bit, with Valkyrie just now throwing down that last cam. Jaeger putting down those last few
Twitch roaming on the
ADSs.
camera.
Twitch going in to get those default cameras, making sure that team can get in safely. And I'm thinking for Trine here, it's all about controlling those hatches. Once those hatches get opened, if they get opened, keeping them controlled, making sure people don't just drop into sight, start getting those frags off. Especially someone powerful like W or Sunflower on those operators with those powerful guns dropping in. Sunflower having those nades. Looks like he's going to be attempting to take dirt with the Iona here with the Gon 6 and the nades. Lots of utility destruction. Seeing that no one is currently holding dirt, he will go in. Different kind of approach here for Trine, not really watching dirt. They will keep Squirrely here, holding that dirt angle with the Wamai. Lots of utility guarding that door. Still needing to be careful of those hatches. Looking like they have 4 in sight, 1 roaming. Minute and 30 left in the round. We are halfway through this attack phase. Still 5-5. A little bit of a tassel there with the Wamai and the Iona. Finka taking blue in there, getting that bulletproof camera. Jaeger noticing. giving that call to the team. Everybody turns around to look at blue. Finka getting some of that chip damage off onto the Jaeger. Pushing in with the Finka and the Twitch, making it a 3-5 for ONU. Picking off the Wamai, getting those picks off, leaving it to a 2v4 with the Capcan getting a pick, making it a 2v3. Very winnable here for both teams. The Lion being down, Finka picking him up with that ability. Amazing usage. 1v3 for the Mozzie being left all alone in Arsenal.
I was just going to ask you with these last 60 seconds, anything you see that you like, but hey, we just saw stuff we like.
Using that Nitro to make his rotate there in the main, getting the pick off onto the Finka, leaving it to a 1v2, very low health here for the Mozzie. Looks like the plant will be going down on Black Box in Church. Mozzie not being able to move for the Lion scan. This utility usage is on point here for ONU. They noticed they were down 4-3. They knew they needed to step it up. Absolutely amazing utility usage here. Going to be swinging out of Moto, looking for that diffuser, looking for those last two guys. I think he does think someone is back there. Gives it up, though, to make the rotate. 25 seconds left. Going to have to get aggressive here. Misses the shots on the Lion. Picks him off, leaving it to a 1v1 for the Mozzie and the Ace. 15 seconds left, and Ace gets the kill. Amazing.
That could have just been the
4-4 here, going into overtime match point.
I guess finals just got more excited than you thought.
Going to be an interesting final round here on Clubhouse. Trine taking the win, winning the series. ONU taking the win, going to overtime. Seeing Quicks play that Warden that was very powerful for him again, going down into the Church. Probably going to be holding dirt with that. They will be bringing the Valkyrie. Been a very powerful operator in this map, leaving her unbanned. Also bringing 2 nade denial operators and the Mute. Just some very powerful operators all around. Same with attack. Seeing that Finka Sledge as we've seen most of the rounds in this game. And the triple hard breach operators being Thermite, Hibana, Ace. Oh, looks like we need a rehost here for the Ace having a sound bug.
10 seconds to insertion.
Game crashing as well. That is not too good. Okay.
Oh.
So as we take this little intermission, there we go. What are your thoughts here? It's 4-4. Let's go take a look into both perspectives here. Let's say you're this ONU team. It's 4-4. You're losing the series 2-1. What is your game plan? What are you trying to do? obviously win the round, but what's the game plan for taking the round?
For the game plan wise, we gotta do what we did last round.
Absolutely.
Because now they're looking like their former selves.
Yeah, absolutely. The
usually
Finka
saw.
res being perfect, the Lion scan while the plant's going down, the Twitch entering with that Finka through blue on the generator, just a picture perfect textbook definition of a basement push here for this team. So let's switch it up the perspective. Let's say you're this Trine team. You want to finish this out strong. You don't want to go to overtime. You want to secure the win. What's your game plan?
Try to get them back on the ones.
Try to get them back to how they were before.
Yeah, no, like how they was on both maps. Like how the gunfights was not just all grouped up. It was spread out. It was.
That is one thing
it seemed
I've
like
noticed.
more one-on-ones than it was group battles. Like it's just a good game overall.
It's
but
a very good series.
I
Yes.
just them being common enemies and different strats.
And absolutely, as soon as we talked about those big team fights, Trine being able to separate them from the team and picking them off. As soon as we start talking about that, ONU flipped it on them and have now been pushing back and making it those team fights again. That's how they just lost that basement hold. Although the Mozzie almost pulling it off here. Can't always win those 1v3s, those 1v4s, like we all want to, get that glory. But, ONU really forcing them to act on their heels here and, really try to stop this push. So, anyways, while we've got this downtime, any questions? Any thoughts?
Question-wise, it was a lot of wild cards that I spent. I didn't
Absolutely.
spend I spent it more of the hard hitters going at it 1-on-1, and then the whole team's just being randomized. And but as it seems, everybody done stepped up the game more. Because when it looked like ONU came in with their strat, game plan had it, then it was close, then the third map didn't work at all. Then it just rechanged it to
It's been
go
a constant back and forth here with
overtime.
these teams. Yeah, it was the first map being an 0-4, second map being a little closer, 4-2, then a 4-1, and now we're here on Club, 4-4, closest map we've had so far. And just absolutely crazy. It's been a wild game. Been amazing to commentate, amazing to watch. And hopefully we can get this started back up soon. Looks like we're about to start. Looks like we've got a chatter that says this has got to be the best commentating duo Siege has ever seen.
Well, I do. Well,
Hey,
look,
I mean,
we do have the legendary spoon from yesterday.
3-2-1. Looks like we're getting back into this game here.
Yes, we're
Finally,
back
gonna
to
get
the
to
finals.
see this final round, 4-4. Been so anxious to see what these teams are going to do. I mean, I genuinely have no idea. I don't know if ONU is going to keep that aggression up, keep that team fight mentality up, or if Trine is going to try to get some picks off. You know, we've had a bit of a momentum reset here with this break. Each team winning
them
one.
try to spice it up at all. I've been seeing
Yeah,
same
I've been
go,
seeing some textbook
same
strats here. Looks like they're going Arsenal with Trine bringing the Monty for basement. Might be
Next season,
attacker repicking.
next
off
season
of
for the tournament, do you see anybody like getting put out of rotation with these new people coming in?
operator wise.
Yeah.
I think next season with Osa being able to be played, Osa being a very powerful operator.
Mobile shield.
Absolutely. I could see maybe Monty getting pushed in the background a little bit with Osa being as powerful as she is. Monty, as everyone knows, having the big shield, not being able to shoot back with that shield up, but Osa being able to take the portable shield with her, as you called her, the portable shield, and she can just put that shield down and then start getting in that gunfight. So maybe losing the Monty a little bit. You know,
Wait, she's a 2 armor,
defender side.
right?
I think so. Yes. I think so.
Okay, because when I did the test on her for Thorn with her shield down, it didn't really activate.
The gadget, the Thorn gadget.
Yeah, I was so surprised.
Really
It didn't activate at all. So I'm
interesting.
curious
So if the
if they're
shield
gonna
is in
fix
the way, the Thorn gadget won't activate from the movement behind the shield.
It won't activate at all.
Wow.
Like, unless she's holding it, it will activate. But if her shield down, she's behind it, you throw the gadget in front of the shield, it won't activate.
It must be just some kind of block for the gadget to activate. You must
Yeah,
have to
it
like
was-
see the person on the
I was so
gadget.
surprised.
Monty here already into dirt. 2 minutes 20 seconds into the round. Trying.
When I tell you I
switching
run
it up.
tests on new characters, I run tests.
Seeing that Monty push up into dirt, just try to just make sure that actually brilliant thinking here from this Monty, making sure that Warden cannot hold that dirt as he did last time. With Quicks being as powerful as he was last time, getting that 3-piece off from dirt, basically shutting down this Trine attack, bringing that
I don't
Monty
think
to
Monty
shove
can
him
get in
out.
unless he drop his shield.
He's gonna have to get over that deployable somehow, especially without the help of anyone to break that shield for him. But definitely being able to push up there. Will have to be careful. 2 Nitro Cell operators on defense being Mute and Valkyrie, but I think Valkyrie's going to go for a vertical C4 on this kitchen here. Now Trine really getting in. There goes a C4 there. That was Mute's C4 gone. And the main hatch being opened by this Hibana. Trine getting that map control they need to take still a 5v5 here, minute 20 in the round. Hibana going to be holding this main hatch as she did last time, getting that barricade open for Monty to be able to push in and get that full dirt control that they wanted. Checking back of B site, looks like no one is back there that they can see. The only other operator being in A site, I think, being near the gun racks in the back there, looking like possibly the Mute. Or the Warden, sorry. The Warden playing back by the mannequins in back site. Still having 5-5, 40 seconds left. The Rooney gates are up. Most of Trine is still above. Going to have to work their way down the main stairs.
I
or
think
blue.
this is the farthest we ever seen the teams alive. with
Absolutely.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Habana dropping into sight. Quicks getting the team kill onto Sunflower here, making it a 5v4. Quicks getting a pick, but immediately getting refragged by the Habana, making it a 4v3.
3v3.
Kiwi getting the pick from Blue, making it 3-3. They've got to start getting that diffuser down. 15 seconds to go. Sledge drops into sight to pick up the diffuser. Monty will cover. Sledge starts planting on the bomb chassis. Little bit of retaliation here from Kiwi as he sees on the cam they have started to plant. Finka with the vertical hold sees somebody's flanking her, gets the pick off on the flanking of Rooney Jaeger, gets pushed into dirt by the Monty here. Downing the Sledge, making it a 2-2. Finka can pick up the Sledge here with that ability if she can get that last one to recharge. Looks she will not get it off. Toxicity getting the pick. 28 seconds left here for ONU to get these kills. Finka holding that vertical on the diffuser. The Monty holding that pressure from below. They're going to need to have to do something to get this Finka off the vertical with no nitro cells left. Kiwi goes above, shoots the flank cam, but Finka already knows he's coming. Kiwi getting the pick here, and they're going to start defusing. Monty getting 5 seconds left to get the defuse. Will they get it?
Will they get it?
No time.
And with Trine winning in the most insane way I can think of. Wow. What a finisher here at the GLEC tournament. What an absolute round from both teams. Crazy finish here for these teams.
Oh, my.
That was absolutely wild.
It can't go out like that.
2, 1.
Wow.
Wow.
Just no words for that final round.
Literally.
Oh, my goodness.
If Monty didn't come in when they came in.
Oh, my.
Wow. That was
Wow.
something. That was something for history right there.
Yeah, absolutely. What a way to have the first Rainbow final here for the GLEC. What a finish. Trine absolutely coming in, getting the job done. ONU giving them that pressure back. Fabulous game. 3-1 win by Trine here to take map 4. It's been a blessing to commentate with you today. Absolutely. Apparently we're the best duo Rainbow Six Siege has ever seen. I don't know if I would say that. Kickstar and
probably here at
Parker
Game
are doing
Arena.
pretty good. At Game Arena history, probably.
Yeah.
I could give us that one. I could give us that one.
Overall, soon, maybe possibility.
We will see you guys next time I'm here. Hopefully I will get another chance to commentate. It has been awesome. Stay tuned for some Valorant. Correct?
Yes.
Stay tuned for some Valorant.
And
Anything left?
it's been nice to talk to you guys, seeing the game in general, just watching it with you, being able to talk and just commentate. And I hope that be able to see everybody next year.
Absolutely.
And going forward, y'all could follow both schools. Just see us play, try and play, see ONU play again. It's just, hey, everybody loves the support of Rainbow. We're just trying to be the best community that we can be.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Need some water.